Seahawks offense. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Niners are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2. Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He hits his target, Lockett. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On third down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Buda Baker with a pick. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Excellent pick there by Buda Baker. And I remember when teams were preparing for him primarily as one of the better special teamers in the league. An all-pro as a rookie in that spot. He's grown into being one of the best safeties in the NFL. In 2020, named All-Pro again, this time as a member of the secondary.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some...
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
Let's go. 57. Mike, 57.
Wilson. Taking a shot for Samuel. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Niners. Now it's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Mitchell. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a third and goal situation. Mitchell again. And this time he is in. Elijah Mitchell with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, it's Carson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. Wilson will throw again. And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So two thoughts come to mind. One, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number two, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And they'll run on the inside handoff. There he goes inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Wilson on first down. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Wilson. It's Williams on the catch. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. Touchdown! Mike Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it is 28-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. On first down, Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
They'll run on first down. Mitchell, and he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Lights 57. 57's Mike. Too little, cut. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Focus, defense, focus. You're out. Scene 6. SOS.
There's Wilson to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And got his man complete. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. A big play there for the Niners. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
57's Mike. Mike 57. I got you. Lights 57. 57's Mike. You don't want none of that. Give me it. Pick up the ball. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
To throw is Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. 57. Mike, 57. Cut. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Go. Dog. Hey, watch it.
Back to throw. Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jordan Brooks able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The kick by Gold is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49ers' 47-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Wilson. Steps away to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Check 52.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And he will find his man, Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're getting him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
To kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll find Metcalf. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. On 1st down, Carson pushes him over. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, he finds Eskridge. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing on 1st down. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Wilson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. To To throw again is Wilson.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now Gold for the extra point. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
No gain on this defense, no gain. Watch twist. Watch twist. 14. Mike, hey. Watch the backer. Gun. Mike, 29. It's just me and you. 29 is Mike. Mike, 29.
Now it's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
And the 49ers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Wilson.
He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Gold with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. 49, check the out. Delta. Check safety.
Wilson wants to throw it. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. Back to throw. Wilson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Gold to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Travis Homer on the return.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for San Francisco, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.